Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Today, I wanted to focus on something specific that I really enjoy about World War II. That's going to be one of my favorite setups, one of the most underrated weapons in World War II, and that's going to be the Waffe. The Waffe is the really fast rate of fire weapon and the very low damage weapon here in World War II. We have these in every single game, but this one in particular is a really big favorite of mine. As you're seeing in the gameplay behind you, I am not using it like a typical weapon in Call of Duty. For this setup, I am using a steady aim, rapid fire, and extended mags. This is amazing. They overhauled the create a class system a couple months ago, and you can have 3 attachments on your weapons now, and it's actually fantastic. The biggest downside of this weapon, as you probably know, is that it is very inaccurate. You know, the recoil just skyrockets as soon as you try to aim down sights. So the technique that I'm going to be implementing here is a technique that I actually learned years and years ago in Modern Warfare 3. I used to watch JX23's Gold Gun guides, and he had this guide for, what weapon was it? The PM9? I think it was the PM9, yes, from Modern Warfare 3. You would slap on steady aim, rapid fire, extended mags, and you would use it just like a shotgun, which is exactly the tactic that I'm using with the Waffe right here. You slap on steady aim, rapid fire, extended mags, and you hip fire this bad boy. Hip firing this thing is more accurate, or it's at least more consistent than aiming down sights usually is. The hip spread is really low on SMGs, and because the rate of fire is so high with rapid fire in the Waffe just being the Waffe, and you have extended mags, you are pumping out so many bullets, you're pumping out so much lead, that statistically speaking, your hip fire is going to be very, very successful. Now, as far as anything else in your kind of loadout system, it's really up to you, but the one thing I will recommend is sleight of hand. You are going to be spraying a lot, you are going to be missing a lot, so you do want sleight of hand just so that you have as much ammo as you possibly can at all times. And it is a relatively fast reloading gun, so it's not that big of a deal, but definitely very effective. As far as the playstyle is concerned, however, you are going to want to play this like you are playing with a shotgun. You're not going to want to do the typical SMG kind of mid-ranged attacks. This is definitely a close quarters weapon for sure. Whenever you come into a gunfight, when you're within the same room, that's going to be when it's successful. In a map like you're seeing here, Market Garden, which by the way is a fan-freaking-tastic map. I love this map. Very, very successful. Really close quarters, buildings, corridors, really successful in that. Not a big lot of open areas where assault rifles and LMGs are going to really attack you. So definitely want to hold it just like a shotgun. Be ready just like a shotgun. Stay to those close quarters areas and hip fire. What also makes this playstyle in general more successful is because you are hip firing, you're going to react just a little bit faster. When people are starting to shoot you and as they're aiming down sights, you're already basically on target. You're already putting bullets and shots onto them. So you have a head start that way. That is, if you start a gunfight at the same time. And you'll notice in the gameplay, of course, I have my SMG's Diamond, and this was the first SMG, I believe, that I got gold. And I did it because I thought this would be like the worst SMG in the game, but I slapped on this stuff. I did this, like I said, in Modern Warfare 3 with the PM9. I also did it in Ghosts with the CBJ MS, slapped on rapid fire, extended mags, and steady aim. Really successful. So yes, this was my first gold gun, and if you're struggling to get headshots with this because of the recoil, this is going to be a fantastic technique for you. I went into war because I was really into war when I was getting gold guns, and war is just a really good place for a lot of kills. But you just hip fire and you just kind of tilt your aim up to the top of their head, to the top of their torso, to the upper section of their body. And headshots are very, very common. It's quite easy to get headshots when you're hip firing with the Waffe, and that's my best technique for you guys with the Waffe. You can run run this with the Airborne Division, but the Airborne Division, because it gives you gung-ho, it kind of messes up your hip fire, so I don't particularly like that too much. So I ran it with the Resistance Division, and that really helps with close quarter stuff because you got the Sixth Sense ability in there, you got the Scrambler in there as well. Sometimes that gives you a position away, but like I said, you have such a good close quarters weapon that you should be able to get to jump on them even if they know where you are. And just as a last thing, I like to run low streaks with this, like a Molotov UAV. You can, I think a better setup would be like UAV, counter UAV, and then your favorite kind of mid-tier kill streak. Like I really like the fighter pilot, but if you like the artillery barrage, if you like the mortar strike, then you can do that as well. But yeah, that is my first kind of underrated thing that I wanted to talk about here with World War II. Really fallen back in love with this multiplayer. It has its issues. The sound design is just out the window, man. And surprisingly, I've been able to find lobbies with this. So I've been playing it. I slapped on this class because I was redoing my classes. I wanted to revisit this. It's been a while, and man, fell in love with this gun again. Wanted to share it with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and until the next absolutely beautiful World War II moment, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.